Hi Kat, it is Friday, August 31st, and firstly I would like to apologize because everything outside is deciding to be loud. So if that affects the audio, I'm really sorry, i.e. really loud birds that are shutting up now. The really loud dog is back and has shut up for now. And the really loud wind, which is being quiet right now. So I'm just going to hope that this pattern continues. Also, I would like to thank you for letting me forego making my video yesterday and doing it today. Let's face it, I was not in the best non-volatile state to make a video. Moving on, today's video comes in 6 parts. Part 1, I got new glasses. Part 2, I got my driver's license today. Yeah! Part 3, today I am the happiest that I've been in almost an entire month because I got to spend time with my niece and my nephew and my big sister and my brother-in-law, and it has only reinforced me that blood does not make family, blood makes relatives. That it's your personal connection with, other individuals that makes family. And it's those bonds that you form. That's family. Fourthly, Kat, I have started uni, as in big uni, and I've come to gather a lot of things from it. For example, that being dropped into this new environment is absolutely terrifying because everything is so different than community college, and I mean heaps different, especially the people. Oh my good God, the demographic shift is insane. I mean, I went to a college where most people were, there was a rather hefty population of alternative people, but that's not, it was people that I could strike up a conversation with who seemed to be intelligent and, interested in carrying on grand conversations. So let's take a shift to university, where almost everybody I have come to have an experience with is what I would classify as either A, a sorority queen, or B, a douche bro. And, well, let's face it, I don't exactly get along with those people because they tend to be very asshole-ish and arrogant and just rub privilege in face. I have so much money and it has become blatantly obvious that I do not fit in on that campus, and it's led to me being very alone. Not only by myself alone, but feeling very alone. It is the situation where you are surrounded by so many people, but you feel so completely, overwhelmingly alone, and it's actually pretty sad. And, I can't help it, just so many of these people are so vapid. I mean, I was walking from one of my classes to head on home, and there were these 2 girls behind me, and when you don't mean to eavesdrop, but you do overhear things, and they're behind me, and one of them is talking about her business class and the other one is talking about her other business class, and I swear to you, in less than a span of a minute, I sat there and I counted as this girl dropped like 9 times. 9 times. And not as, a comparison thing, for example, oh, this is like this, as sentence breakers, I mean, it's just, and it was, holy frick, and that is how almost everybody I have come across at that campus is, and I realize that that's not a fair statement for me to make, it's not fair for me to make a judgment on everybody on that campus based on just the small population that I have met, but based on that sample, my freaking gosh, this demographic shift is, oh, it's something. Everybody looks like an Abercrombie model, and you drop me in the middle of it, and it's like, oh, yay! Sweet. Kat, I don't know if you remember how I am with stairs. If you do, then you remember that I am really sucky with stairs. I fall upstairs, I fall downstairs, I roll downstairs, I trip, I drop things, noises. I just suck when it comes to stairs. So it would make sense if in a general area, all stairs were relatively similar, but at UNR that's not the case, because so many stairs in different spots are very short. They're like this big, which would make sense if, actually it doesn't make much sense, because then you're like, up the stairs, and it sucks. And they're either like this wide or like this wide and this tall, and I have almost eaten shit so many times on these stairs in the span of 4 days. It's ridiculous. And oh my gosh, stairs. I hate stairs. Kat, I am rereading The Fault in Our Stars, which is possibly the most masochistic decision I have ever made in my life. And I just want to say it's really interesting the second time around because I know how it ends. And you can't help but fall in love with Hazel and Augustus all over again when you read it. And it's just so incredible, and it gives you this warm, fluffy, awesome feeling, and then it kind of clicks in the back of your head, wait, I know how this is going to end, and I don't want to feel this connected to them. Which is funny because that, at least in my experience, is how it tends to go with romantic relationships in general. And it's a very interesting comparison, and I can't help but wonder if John Green kind of had that in mind. There are also some different quotes thus far. I'm not too terribly far into the book. I'm not even halfway through. I mean, you know, they're not even in Amsterdam yet. And there are a few quotations that have come up that keep just surging through my mind, and I think one of the only things that Peter Van Houten says in the book that I agree with is that pain demands to be felt. I freaking hate that character. I think he is an absolute arrogant scumbag douche, but that quote, pain demands to be felt. If I have learned anything in the past year, pain demands to be felt. And then when Isaac is talking about true love being making a promise, and even if you don't think you can keep that promise, keeping the promise anyway, no matter how hard it is on you. That's true love. And I can't help but feel some semblance of truth with that sentiment. It's, dog, that in love and in loving somebody, a part of you belongs to them. And that you want so badly to make that other person happy and to make them feel loved and accepted, and sometimes you make promises that are damn hard to keep, that by all means you can't keep. But it's your duty in loving that person to still keep them. Even if it hurts you some, even if it's hard as all hell, you still do it. Because that person means the world to you. I know, maybe I'm just some oddball romantic and I am putting way too much thought into things. So that was my vlog in 6 parts. I am going to go back to attempting to do the impossible and, you know, schoolwork and sewing as well. So, Kat, I love you very much and I will see you on Monday. Bye!